Just waiting, just waiting. You guys behave. Yes, I'm here, Dave. Hello, GRE 2057. Wilmer, howdy again. Hello, Ron from Ron's Dioramas and Things. Nathan DeLay, glad to see you in, Mr. Nathan. Behave. Hey, Lenny. Hello. Martin, nice to see you. Glad you stopped in. I'll get a few people in here, then we'll get going. Cheryl, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for stopping in. Dave, nice to see you. Wow, I didn't know we did that, Dave. I was concentrating on getting me up, so I didn't know. Hey, Nancy, thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Jeff Allen. Nice to see you. Good, Anthony. I'm doing good. Nice of you to stop in. Forgive my walrus or seal in the back. That's my male puppy. He's playing with the female puppy, and he does that. I don't know why. Yeah, he's just talking to her that way. I guess it's the husky in him. So, Container Man, nice to see you in here. Hope everything's going well. Hope your trip's going well. Doing good, Kyle. Nice to see you in here. That's good to hear, Nancy. Buck, it's nice to see you. By the way, Buck, if that's your in-scale railroad, model railroad you're setting up, which I think it is, your dad showed on Facebook, that is awesome. Looks fantastic. So, hello, Jerry. Dwayne, nice to see you stopping by. So, which my counter's not working today. Am I going to Chicago? That's coming up, I think, this weekend. Hey, nobody wants to hear you do a seal. No, I planned on it, but no, probably won't be. We'll have to stay home for something instead. So I wish I could have gone. I was going to plan on going. For those of you who don't know, I live in Central Illinois, so the National In-Scale annual meeting is in Chicago this year. I know there's a few big people going. I would have liked to have gone, but not going to get the chance. So you're welcome, Buck. It looks excellent. Excellent. I like it. And you're using Unitrack. I like that even better. Only because I was awful at track work, and I switched to the Unitrack. Guys, and as they say, it's bulletproof. It's bulletproof. Even running DCC, it's so simple with Unitrack to get it done. So I would agree with that, Roy. I think that washes Taco Bell down very nicely. So Leisure Line Railroad, nice to see you. Hello, Mr. Sparky 107107. Good day. Hello, Skullkill Valley. And hello, Benny Creative Rails. Nice to see you in here. So we're getting a few people. My counter's not working tonight, which I don't know why. So let's see if I can get this up here. I may have to mute my microphone. Goodness. Sorry, I'm in the kitchen, guys. My wife's not home yet. She had a late night. She's over in Champaign. Probably just now getting back. And that's my male dog, my male puppy. He is, as you guys know, I have a male puppy, but I also have a female now. I've got two. He's 5 months now, and she is 4 months. So she is a terrier boxer mix, and nobody can hear me over you, dude. She don't want to hear you bark at her either. So, William Sullivan, nice to stop in. 18 now. Thank you, BNS Dave. Roy, I probably have to work. I wish I could have. If it was July, I probably would do it. I don't think it really had anything going on in July, so. We'd like to go to Chicago, but yeah, I would like to make that trip someday to Spring Creek Model Trading Store for sure. I know my sister-in-law lives in that area, but I don't know if I'd necessarily visit. But if we were in the area, we'd probably stop and say hello. But I wish I could, Roy. It's very cool. It's kind of a Midwest get-together. So it's a very cool place to go to if you've never been there. I've seen lots of people doing video and it looks cool. So I've never been there, but I want to go there someday. That's on my list of places to go for sure. So definitely want to do that. So as far as no, Jerry, unfortunately, no. I won't be able to make that. I wish I could have, but very busy and I don't know. I won't be coming back probably this way for a while or close to us, unless they have a bigger national show that I might make that. But this one was in Scale One. I wish I could have gone to see some of the new products and talk to some of the vendors because I have some, things I want to see. Okay. All right, Roy. Okay. That's good to know then. That's cool. Yeah, I wish I could have gone because I would like to put some bugs in the ear of a few N-scale vendors about things that some N-scalers would like to see. Some structure, some rolling stock, some locomotives, certain fallen flags we definitely like to see. Like me, I'm still wanting them to do Kato to do or Intermountain for this much, to do a SD40 in the ICG gray and orange. I have it on my railroad right now. I got an orange and white one. I also need a GM&O red and white one. And I'd have pretty much everything. I have my black and white IC ones, which cover the late 80s, early 90s, because that's about where I end is 93. So, but collecting's doing okay. The weathering and everything for that's going good. As far as the layout right now, I'm working on my town, which I'll get to something about that a little bit later. I haven't had much time because of the new job keeps me busy Monday through Friday and some Saturdays. And plus the two dogs are keeping me extremely busy with summer, trying to get out and do outdoor projects. I haven't had much time unless it rains, which it seems to rain during the week, which I guess is okay. And Sunday I have to mow the yard and do all that because it just grows and grows and grows. Thanks, Dave. Nice to know. 25. Good. 35 or more would be nice. I always shoot for that. But 25 is good. So 26. Hey, Jeff. Nice to see you in here. So that's what I've been doing. I'm working on the town. I'm started a video series on that. I have not posted that yet. And I will. I'm going over what I'm doing. I've redone my road in the town. You know what the method that I use. So I'll show you that. I redid it. It looks much better. It doesn't have a seam on it. I've got to put the sidewalk in, some more static grass in the areas. Then I'm going to focus on the buildings and the details, getting them lighted. I'm going to go through all that to get the town looking great. Hey, Anthony, nice to see you in here. Georgia Sunbelt, thank you for stopping by. The two contest winners, the switch list, and of course you, Jeff, I will get your prizes out. Jeff, I talked to you about digging you out maybe a couple more things that were more towards your era. So I might send you I got to dig those out and then I'll get yours sent to you. Yours won't take about a day or two to get to you tops because we're not that far from each other. So I agree, William. I'd like to see that too. They're hard. You can find some of them here and there. They're older runs other than the Atlas SD60. But I'd really like to find some nice Jeeps and some SD40s. Kato, you can find them, but they're so hard to get a hold of. It's one of those things that's very hard to get a hold of. But C&W would be cool. Really on mine, because I kind of, when I add on, That's going to be more like Missouri, Illinois, and I'm kind of like the middle part is faux Kansas City, Kansas around there, and then the other part where the mountains is more like Montana based. So I kind of cover somewhat west, maybe to the plains to Illinois, and but. So as far as that goes, Fallen Flake, I might like to try to find some Missouri Pacific, some nice Mopac stuff. It's out there. It's hard to come by because it's very popular. Just like my IC, my GM&O stuff, the ICG stuff is so popular and hard to come by that when it's out there and you see a good price on eBay or Amazon or at a store, generally gets taken pretty quickly. So. Or you have to have it painted, custom painted, which does cost you. But yeah, I've been working on that and trying to figure out. Okay, Kyle, let's catch you when you're back. Hey, the Carver, nice to see you. But yeah, it would be nice to see some CNW. That would be cool. But like me, my next one's Missouri Pacific. So, and then maybe Frisco thrown in there. That would be kind of cool, but it is hard to find Frisco. That's very hard. You may see some BN SD40s because in the late 80s, the ICGIC, when it started to phase out the Gulf part of the railroad, they bought some SD40s from the BN and then shopped them down in Centralia and Paducah, and then painted them black. So I may, in the future, I'm going to grab a couple of those to throw on the railroad to run with my IC stuff. Because when they first went back to the Death Star, which is that's in my time era towards the end of it, but it's in there. It's probably in there somewhere towards the end. So they had all kinds of colors. You had the orange and white. You had GM&O stuff that was roached out, which I've weathered my GM&O engines. I'm working on my SD40 right now, my ICG. So I got to do that. Put the accessories on there, the details and stuff. So, which is an end scale is painstaking sometimes, but I'm doing that. And I'm really working on my town. As you know, Vinny is doing the structure for me. And I know that he's been sick, and we talked about that when he started it right after he came back from his daughter's wedding. And I said, whatever you get it done is when you get it done, and I'm okay with that. So it's not like I'm really working away on my layout and I got to have it right now. So it's not, it's no hurry for that. Speaking of Vinny, in September, middle of September, my wife through work gets to go to Las Vegas. I get to go for the cost of my plane ticket. Yes. That's it. On whatever other stuff that I want to spend money on, just my own money. So while I'm there, she's going to go to because she works at an eye clinic, she's got to go to Big Glasses Expo. So I checked. Las Vegas to Phoenix is about 3 hours or so, give or take. Traffic. I'm thinking about that day she's there all day, leaving in the morning, maybe go visiting cousin Vinny. I think that's on the docket for me to do. That will have a little fun on the trip, besides gambling and losing some money. So we keep up on what is going on here. Everybody's just saying. And see Sparky in there. So, and also, as you guys know, eventually my plans are to expand my railroad. Yeah, I don't know, Roy, if Vinny's home. He was in Benny's chat. No, okay. As you guys know, I plan to expand my railroad around the corner. Hopefully, maybe this winter, depending on what happens. Eventually, it's going to expand around the corner. But with my new job, we kind of talked about maybe the dreaded M word when you're a model railroader, the move word. So I don't know how gung ho I want to get about that. Not that it's the way I build my modules, it's easy. This is going to be very easy to take apart. The only part I'm worried about moving is the part with the waterfall and everything getting cracked or damaged. But hopefully we find something. There's a small town off 74, Leroy. That's kind of what we're eyeing, where we want to go. That's exactly halfway for her. It's not far for her to drive, and it cuts time off for me. But really, it only takes me 45 minutes to get to work. It just probably saves me some gas a little bit. So hopefully the new job is going good. It's very busy, learning a lot. Probably got a service writer who doesn't really like me, but he's not very friendly. Couple techs, they're not sure yet, but eventually they get to know you and you get to work with them. So, yeah, William, I just build small modules and I do it in sections with foam on top. And if I had to, the whole structure part of it underneath, I could take all that apart. I could take the foam off with the, might be what I have to do when I move it, is take the foam should come off. If I cut it off underneath, I just have to re-glue it down. But those modules all come apart. They're screwed together. The legs are screwed again. Actually, the modules are bolted together. The only thing screwed into the legs, and they're all done. They're all done with pilot holes, so it made it relatively easy to take apart. So that's why I did it in case we ever did move. It'd be easy to move it, or it'd be easy just to move it in general. So maybe, yes, maybe, Lenny, we might be in another year, maybe 2 years. So it's a ways away. It's just something we talked about. I can leave the structure. If I don't have much on there, like right now, on one part, I just have track down with feeders. That part, I would probably take the foam off again, try to reuse it, and or just get new foam. But the whole structure underneath is all reusable, and that's a part that, of course, the foam is expensive. The foam sheets are expensive, but that's the main part. That's the part that took them pretty much the most time, other than scenery and laying track. But that's all the fun stuff to me. So. Yeah, that's true, Roy. Yes. I still have a fence to fix for the doggies, so I still have to do that, but I can take the legs off and leave the structure. Yeah, I can do that easily, Anthony. That's the way I build it, to easily come off and do that. So, but so that's it, guys. To a better climate. Yeah, no kidding, Jeff. Midwest is hard with all the changes in the weather. Can make it hard on your layout. The good thing about Unitrack is there's no cork underneath, no expansion. You may get some expansion, but you just don't really notice it. And that would be nice. Like I said, Jeff, that'd be nice to give it out of the Midwest into a different climate. That would be great. That'd be ideal. But so that's what I've been trying to do. As you guys saw from my video this afternoon, I did my reminder across the street from work because I remembered I forgot in a hurry this morning when I left to do my reminder video in the morning. So I did it from the Railroad Museum in Monticello, where I work. I think a couple people commented on there. They knew where I was. Right across the street, I can see they have an old Wabash, a 50-footer. May have been an auto parts car, not sure. It was something old, but I'm thinking it was Wabash, or it could have been Old Southern, because NS still goes through there and stores stuff by the museum. And up the way in a small town, they store tankers and stuff for ADM. So it may have been that, but it was hard to tell. What's the new job, Lenny? I work at the parts department at Rick Riding's Ford in Monticello. So if you know where that's at, Lenny, that's basically right there next to the museum. So it probably does a little bit, Roy. It does. I just don't really notice it that much. course, I'm really not down there right now. I'm more down there, like I say, I'm going to be more down there in the fall and the winter time, or if it's a rainy day. But I don't notice it contracting or expanding that much. So, but I do keep a dehumidifier down there, especially this time of year. And plus, with the AC running, takes the humidity out of it, so that helps. It keeps it nice and cool downstairs. But yeah, Lenny, I work in the parks department, so it's nice. There's, it is more money. In the end, it'll be a lot more money than I'm making now. So, the more I sell, the better that is. So, yeah, somewhat. I get Dave. I got an older house, an older basement. I get a little water on the crack of the foundation where the floor and the foundation meet, because our house was built in the 20s. So, so that's kind of get a little damp down there sometimes. But I keep a dehumidifier down there, and like I said, this time with the air conditioner running, sometimes keeps it nice and dry, really decent down there. So. Thank you, Wilmer. It's been fun. It's been fun, Wilmer. Once in a while, to go over there and eat lunch. I was trying to get my video where I wasn't behind the IC caboose and some of the, I don't know if those are City of New Orleans cars or a Panama Limited, but they are some of the old IC passenger cars, or could have been used on both, or what was a couple of their other ones, the Green Diamond or something. It could have been used on one of those passenger trains, but those are authentic. They're there. I was trying to get where I could get between the GM&O caboose. They have one down there, and they have an IC caboose together. And there's a kind of a field between the side of the road and them. And the guy had there's a pile of brush and stuff there. So you could probably make it out in the back, but just barely. But it was definitely fun. It's definitely fun to look over there. And on Fridays, you can hear them. They got their diesel out. They have a GP10, an old IC GP10 they use. And I believe, you're right, Wilmer. When they're busy, it will be. But I believe they use that to switch their stuff. And they teach engineers. They have an engineer training school there. They used to. I don't know if they do. I'm going to lose my voice. I don't know if they still do or not, but if you go on YouTube, Monticello, Illinois Railroad Museum, you'll see them running in the cab of that GP10. It's kind of cool. Some of the videos on the thing is pretty cool. And when I was around lunch, driving around town, I got some cool ideas. They still use a lot of the old Wabash line downtown, the NS does, and they switch out a big elevator downtown. So in the parking lot of the grocery store, those hoppers are like right there on you, which is kind of cool. And it's kind of giving me ideas for the expansion part of the layout. I thought that's cool, seeing kind of in the middle of the town. Mine kind of is, but it's not. It's back behind the town a little bit more. But I mean, this is like almost in the center of town, which I thought a smaller town. That's very cool. So I thought that might be a good. Dave, that's how I do mine. I hook it. There's a drain downstairs, and yes, Lenny, I'm talking about Monticello. Yes. Also, that railroad museum just so happens. Oh, you did, Roy? Well, that's cool. If you're ever in the daytime around Monticello, around noontime, stop by. We'll go to lunch or something, but you see the museum. But I don't know where well, there is a gas station there where trucks can park. So, well, that's cool. You were around here last week. Of course, I haven't ran anything on the layout until this last Saturday when it rained. I went down and I messed around and I started to work on my town a little bit. But guys, I saw the engines and locomotives sitting there and the rolling stock, and I started switching them out instead. I started running a little bit of switching. put a train together for the Santa Fe. GMO came out, or ICG came out, switched the train, put together. It was a 37 car manifest, mixed freight. Still sitting down there on the layout, and I haven't really got to run it around. Every time we try to do that and try to make a video, it never behaves. So a couple cars got pulled out. I want to put a couple more in, and I think I'm going to go for a 40 car train, see if I can do it with three with an SD45 and two SD40s. The front SD45 has sound. It's a Bachmann. Behind it's Tucano SD40s, and they tend to push the Bachmann because it's slower geared. It's slower geared compared to the Katos. The Katos are really smooth running. So, but it was fun. But the Railroad Museum is very cool. Also downtown, they have an old Wabash station. They use that for the Railroad Museum because they have a Wabash. It's either F3 or F7. I think it's an F7. It looks fantastic, and they take it over to the NS shop in Decatur. This is Chloe. This is our female dog. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I think you want to go outside. Mommy will be home in a minute. She'll take you outside. So no scale trains. But they do at this Railroad Museum have the very first SD40. It's the SD40X. It's built, I believe, on an SD38 or 39 frame. So it has a short porch, but it has the power of the SD40 and it's set up in the cab, I supposedly. And it went initially first to the GM&O. And it was GM&O number 950. And once they tried it out, they turned around and ordered 20 other SD40-2s. And I'm hoping someday the museum puts that back to the red and white, because that would be absolutely cool to see. Yeah, Roy's got to keep a book so he knows where he's been. He's been traveling probably too much then, probably a lot then. That means Roy's making money. So, but very cool. That's a very cool locomotive. Definitely, I think you need to go outside, don't you? Well, Mommy will be home in a minute. You guys are going to wrestle. So yeah, it's a very cool. I wish they would restore that back to the original GM&O. That would be very cool. But the town itself is really cool. It's cool to go there around lunchtime, look around, and get some ideas for modeling. I always think that you can get ideas like Roy's got a great job where he travels. He can see all kinds of modeling ideas and get pictures and all kinds of things. So. Blue and yellow box engine. The old Atlases, Anthony, they are made by Kato, and I don't think those are DCC ready, unless you're talking about HO. I'm talking about N-scale. That I know about. Whoops, hang on, guys. What'd you do? Yeah. Don't mess with that. Yeah, don't mess with that. Yeah, Harley, no. Don't mess with that. Don't mess with that. Don't mess with that. Yeah. Get back to that. Sorry, guys. The dogs are big dogs. Yeah. Oh, God. Harley, stop. That. Come on, Harley. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Oh, guys, sorry about that. I even took her outside right before the show. So, Roy, I love to have. I'm in the era where I can bring back the, I think Dash 8s, or for sure I can have Dash 8s, and some War Bonnet stuff would be great to have on my layout, but would definitely be nice. But right, so in HO, I'm not sure about that. You guys know about the Atlases, but and Benny does some work, I believe. So you get in touch with Benny, he'll do some work for you, Anthony. That's for sure. He definitely will. So now, as far as other layouts go, there's a couple here in town I want to get some videos of. My dad's friend, he just emailed me some pictures or text me some pictures. He does Bloomington area, 1950 to 60, 1958 to 64, or maybe 63, right around there, right before GM&O got their black and white Jeeps. So it's all Alcos, RS1s, RS2s, S1s, S2s, and F3s. And he has an amazing layout. I got to get over there and make a video for everybody to share. Hey, Dave, nice to see you. To share with everybody. So, and also my dad is doing a layout, and he's doing some very good structures. I definitely like to show off. I'm very surprised. He must have been watching a lot of video. I told him who to go look and watch on here. So I'm definitely going to have to do a video of his layout and show some of the structures and some of the stuff he's got. He picks up when we go to shows. I try to tell him, hey, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But Decatur had some great rolling stock in HO. And if I was doing HO, I'd have some great, some good locomotives and some great stuff. Probably if I was HO, it might still be DC. I'm not sure, because you can find DC stuff pretty cheap. So that's I don't know. I'd probably still do DCC, only because the sound so much better in HO than it is in N-Scale. N-Scale is good, but just nothing compares to HO as far as sound, as far as I'm concerned. So it would be. Might make not bad, Wilmer. Yeah, I gotta try to get my dad to go. Say, hey, I want to go over there. Would he mind doing a video? It's his whole basement. His wife has a room upstairs. That'd be cool. Roy would like to see that. And his whole world's downstairs. So I would like to. It's very cool. And some of his buildings, he's trying to do as much prototypical stuff as he could. My dad's got a few that are pretty nice. He did the radio station here in town, and I was very impressed. So I'll have to get some video of his that he's kind of working on right now. He's got a setup where he just kind of runs some trains. He's going to try to do a prototypical one. So we'll see how that goes. So, but I'll definitely try to get some videos on that. So, but in the meantime, I'm going to try to work on my layout. And what I want to do in my next few shows is put some of that stuff into my On Track Tuesday. One of the projects I'll do, or it may wind up being on the video, is the door already came off of this, by the way. This kit I probably did 2 or 3 years ago. This is my bar. This is a DPM kit. I did not put it together right because I was kind of a beginner at this time, really, or kind of getting back into it. Full throttle, really good. But I think this is backwards. This front's definitely backwards. You can see like this inside part should go on the inside, and then you would have this on the outside part. And then I can also fix this top. This is okay. It's just thin styrene. I could even use one of my for sale signs. But what I'm going to do is strip this down. I'm going to take it apart. We're going to put it, soak it in isopropyl alcohol and get the signs off of it. Now the signs, you can see here, I made these off of the internet, just going to Google, Googling signs, and using some white glue, or actually Mod Podge is how I put this on. This was weathered. When I started to first get into weathering, I think it's my first job, so it's not really the best, or maybe what prototypical weather on a building would look like. So, so we're going to redo this whole thing, get new signage on both sides. This will be the trackside bar. I'm going to actually make a sign that comes out here, or maybe in the parking lot that says trackside bar. I Googled a few things on Google and found some signs, and I'm going to print them out, shrink them down, of course, print them out, put them on some styrene, and this will be the trackside bar. In the parking lot, maybe a one vehicle. Hey, you're being good. There goes my seal again. And get the Woodland Scenics bikers, put them in the parking lot. Oh, stuck in his teeth. So that's my plan for this building here. And I'm also going to make some billboards, maybe to go in there. As long as behind here will be a wooden fence. This will all be part of my video series on my town, because it'll be a while me working on that. So that would be cool, Roy. Very cool. But so that's what I'm going to work on, and just start working on my town, getting the details in it. I redid the road, like I said, and that looks great. So hopefully in an upcoming video, you guys will see that. I've filmed. Yeah, when I'm looking at this building now, you can see daylight up here. So yeah, this has got to come apart and get done right. The windows are that clear, I don't know if it's type of vellum, but that's not a big deal. I've got plenty of those left over from kits. So we're totally going to redo this. Light it up as well. That's the plan, to light some of my buildings up. Because, you know, as I showed in the previous video, I've done like inside scenes in all my buildings that I have, especially my the Walters Merchants Row 1 and 2 buildings that I have. They all have that inside where if it's lit up, it'll look very nice. So. Yeah, you're right, Roy. It would be, but yeah, I'm going to totally redo this a different color. Put more of the little details, as you can see on the back, around the windows, up above and underneath the window frames. Definitely do more. Now I have some finer brushes that I can do that. So this should turn out very nice and look very nice on the layout next to the gas station. So between them, there'll be fences. The gas station, I'm thinking about using the styrene that I have. It looks similar to corrugated fence, which I got the idea from Dave, Crooked River and Eastern. I like his series on corrugated fence that he made. And maybe do that either around this or the gas station, one of the two. One will have a wooden fence. One is going to have a corrugated fence. And both, of course, maybe not so much on the wooden fence. So I think the corrugated fence, I may do some type of advertisement on the signage. If I can shrink it down. If it's the auto shop, it'll be automotive, of course. If it's the bar, it'll be more beverage related. So, Lenny, yes, I would, depending on what you have. I would be interested for sure. I think I've got your number. You got my number. I may have your email. If not, text me your email. Let me know what you have. I would be interested if you have any left. Like I said, depends on what it is, but I could be interested in it. Yeah, so. But that is what I'm working on the layout when I can. Like I said, this last weekend, instead of really working on it, I did my street, and then while it was drying, I was going to go back to it and detail or weather the parking lot. This is on the concrete, make it look a little more weathered, like I did my lumber yard, which I still have to do some work on it too. I tried to do that. Instead, I wound up running some trains, and I still have a train to run, a 37-car train right now. It's ready to run, but finding time to do it. So in between the weather. So, and of course, watching two puppies, they'll take up your time. So. That's a interesting technique, Roy. And you know what? We may try that. That actually sounds pretty cool. And then maybe, I guess, we'll try to give it a little weathering for some rust. Yeah, and Dave, I'm going to try to get it up to 40 cars. I think I can do 40 cars. So, yeah, Roy, that was a good tip. Thank you for sharing that. Let me see, Lenny say something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, Lenny, get with me and we'll check it out. So. Yeah, I think the machine screws would probably be the best for that. Never thought of that method before, but that I'm going to try it and see what happens. I think that'd be pretty cool. And I have some small styrene strips that I use for like back of fence and stuff like that, and signs that I bought, and I still have some left over from when I did my farm fence. So I could put that behind it probably as a support. So. Yeah, Dave, yours look great. I agree. It turned out nicely. Yeah, Roy, I've never heard of that, Roy, but that's a great technique. So. But. Yeah, you could do that, Jeff. That would work out. Okay, Dave. Yeah. And if you haven't seen Dave's video, go ahead, check it out. It's a great video series on that, on the corrugated fence. So, well, guys, I don't really have anything else for you guys tonight. That's it. Other than I don't know if Vinny's going to do his show Friday night. If he's going to be home in the hospital. Yes, Wilmer, I've been feeding the livestock. Yeah, we don't want them to shrivel up. So, and I think there's some goats on there too with the rabbits. So, Dwayne, thank you for stopping in. Nice to see you. I appreciate it. But as far as contests go, Roy, I know you're having yours, which I got to get in your contest yet. Shame on me. Vinny might be having his. It just depends on how things are going for him as well. And then I'm trying to think of who else had a contest. Oh, Nathan DeLay has a contest going. He just posted that a day or so ago. So check him out. And hopefully tomorrow night, Sparky will be on, which I believe he will be. He never does miss. And well, Kyle, thank you for stopping in, and I'll catch you later, Kyle. Thanks. So Sparky, and then of course on Thursday nights when Rodney doesn't have issues, he does his show as well. So stop by and check out Rodney, the Hot Rod Rodney 25 show as well. So, oh, Jimmy at DIY also has a 5,000 subscriber contest going, so check it out too. So, okay, all right, Wilbur. Yep, and as you know, Wilmer always says on Not Bad, which usually comes out on Tuesdays. He'll always give out contest updates too. So. Yeah, just Roy makes it easy, marks his contest videos, and he tells you where to go or, what he wants, where to find the answers. You have to watch these videos, which I like because it keeps people watching the videos, get the views up. So, well, guys, I'm going to go before I lose my voice. Yeah. Thank you. But so get in those contests, guys. Do that. And I hope to be posting some video updates pretty soon, especially in my town. Keep my fingers crossed I get to do that, but eventually I will. And I'll try to someday make a video of the Railroad Museum Monticello and show you guys a little more. Maybe I can catch it a Saturday after work and they'll have something out there that's nice or be running something nice. So later, Lenny, I'll get in touch with you. Schuylkill River Valley Railroad, thank you for stopping by. And everybody else, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. It was a good show. I didn't really have much for a topic other than talk about what's been going on and some other things we talked about, but that's it. Thank you, guys. And I'll let you guys kind of chat for a minute while I shut this off. So I will catch you in my next On Track Tuesday, which will be 8 o'clock Eastern, because when I get home, it gives me time to, do what I have to do and then get my show ready, because I get home right at 6 or a little after sometimes, depending. So I don't have time to get started on the show right away. So remember, mine will be 8 o'clock Eastern. So it's 7 o'clock Central, my time. So thank you for stopping in, guys. And Nancy, take care. I hope you're feeling better, and well for Vinny as well. So thank you guys for stopping in, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks, Roy. I thought everybody would appreciate seeing the museum. So later, Anthony, and later, Wilmer, later, Vinny, and Dave, and Jeff, and Container Man. See you guys later. Thanks.